Malone. So all tied at 2. Here's Conley, creeps into the paint, leans up, no good. And the rebound slips into the hand.
Just can't afford to make mistakes. Don't have that kind of margin for error.
Another late whistle. Joe Ingles pleads his case. Fourth 2 50-point games in this series. 57 in that overtime loss in Game 1. Third highest postseason scoring game in NBA history.
Malone made the point to us today that by their numbers, the Jazz had shot 34% on pull-up threes on the season, and they're shooting well over 50% in this series.
Boy, how about the shooting start?
4 from 3. We've seen post moves, drives, passing.
First lead for the Nuggets. Conley, a little bit short.
Used tonight. Both teams with 6 made threes already, and both over 50%.
So Utah turns it over. Jamal Prince, shot to game clock. 5 to shoot. Conley to Clarkson. Puts it on the deck. Pull up 3 from the corner as Conley rings.
That first quarter alone, what are you seeing from your spacing right now?
Well, that was the point of emphasis after last game. I think when we can get stops, we can get some in transition. And
basically those 2 years with the back injury, they need more from him defensively. As Conley taking on contact, soft touch. Weak side taken by Niang. Here comes Clarkson up the floor, just past the 10-minute mark. Boy, Bradley was wide open, kicks out instead to Conley. And the rebound weak side is Jamal Murray takes a seat. Can't imagine for very long for Denver. Quiet scoring start for him, just 3 points. Here's Niang getting some pretty good looks. With the play of Conley making a huge offensive contribution tonight. Little scrum for the loose, the drive and kick. This is O'Neal. Back of the rim, what a play by Gobert to tap it and save, and look at Conley. Shot clock resets to 14. We come up on 2 to play in the half. Gobert puts it on the deck, spins. Unable to hit with his left hand.
Now,
Mitchell, pretty step back, couldn't hit. Tapped out again by Gobert. Conley up top, and Gobert coming down hard.
To call that first timeout, so that always a goal in the second half for this Denver team.
All right, Rebecca, we'll see how they fare here in the first couple of minutes. We talked about Denver's defensive issues, especially since the restart here in Orlando. Just have not been the same team from an efficiency standpoint.
to keep the ball alive, that's what you need. You need great effort, and then keep the game close, and hopefully down the stretch, Murray and Jokic in that pick and roll can take over. They've just got to hang in. They've got to get their defense going and get some stops.
There's a three for Conley, splash. Speaking of his three, able to put it down.
That was great individual defense there by Torrey Craig, forcing him into a tough shot. And then Millsap draws the foul, but they're not one-on-one in the post. Everything's the same.
Took his usual rest to begin the second quarter. Just hasn't had the same impact since. Conley is turned back on the inside.
Point shooter. He's been on fire here in this first round series, but we can't expect him to shoot 50 or 60% from three-point range.
Murray. Shot clock down to 3, turns and shoots off the back of the rim, and Conley picks up the loose change. Here he comes down the paint, knocked out of his hands. Well played by Dozier.
Outstanding individual defense right now. Denver's got to get stops. Great play by P.J. Dozier. They've got him on Mike Conley right now.
Offensive foul on Conley. And
They're trying to trap him, but he's splitting everything, and he's right by them. And then a tremendous finish.
Gobert! Filthy
on the drop. Utah has carved them up. Here lately, they've been more aggressive, and it's caused problems for Utah.
Costly turnover. Conley is then fouled in the transition.
Shoulder on him. See, he's going to go back into the drop, it looks like, at least on Conley, partially to protect him.
Contact again, so Mitchell unleashed. My goodness. Here's Conley, the leader, and he gets it to go.
They'll give the shot to Jeremy Grant.
First three of the night for Grant, a 39% three-point shooter on the season. Shot clock down to 6. Conley splits 2, and he's headed to the line. And he can't finish. We come up on 4 minutes to play. Dozier, Grant trying to atone. What appeared to be some contact, no whistle. To shoot. They reset out to Mitchell. Mitchell outside Conley, that's a 3. No. Rebound Dozier with a bird. We'll have the call coming up next on TNT. Final 20 seconds. Here's a 3 by Mitchell, and he banks it in. Why not?